In this video, you guys are going to see what we've done in the last 6 months. We've got a special video, we've got a special guest. It's all going to be very cool, so stick around because it's happening right now.
Hey guys, welcome to After the Smoke Clears. I'm Levi.
I'm Mark, and this is our buddy Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
So we are here with our buddy Chris, and he is one of the original founders of
Southside American Muscle.
along with our buddy Bill. We did a video on their Mustangs a couple weeks ago, I'm sure you guys remember, and we asked Chris today to come and be a special guest. Why did we ask him that, Levi?
Because he's special.
Very certified.
Certifiably.
So yeah, this week we're going to be talking about the last 6 months in review. So we're going to start out with Matt. Matt had a 1976 Corvette.
Hi, my name is Matt Summers, and I am a proud owner of this 1976 Corvette Stingray. This is a Corvette with a 350 cubic inch engine, an L48 engine, and a TH300 transmission. It's all stock.
Yeah, very cool Corvette. It's white, red interior, not a lot of horsepower, but a beautiful car. Matt loves that car. Matt wants to do a lot of upgrades on that car. I remember him talking about that. And what stuck out to you?
I love that Matt put on his own luggage rack. You know, most guys are afraid to drill through something that's going to be permanent.
Yeah.
Bold move.
Yeah, so very bold move, especially for a guy that... But Matt's the kind of guy to take apart a car and put it back together if he had to. But
Yeah, that's
no,
right.
Matt's car is definitely special. He was our first video, and we appreciate Matt more than you know.
That's right. We filmed Matt's video May 14th, and it was posted May 18th. Was
that
our
your first video?
That was our very first video, and that was 6 months ago. So thanks, Matt. We'll never forget you. You'll always have a little special spot with.
It looked
After the
very
Smoke Clears.
professional for your first video.
Really?
It did.
Well, thanks.
I
Appreciate
thought so.
that. Hopefully, we got better.
So so thank you very much to Matt. Our next car, actually there was two cars. We did Ron, and Ron had a 1970 Cuda that was plum crazy purple.
Yep.
And he also had a Hellcat. And what a great guy. We call him the mad scientist or mad genius.
Yeah.
The guy could take apart anything and put it back together, or actually build his own parts. I mean, he's just amazing.
Yeah. In his shop, he actually builds his own machines to do what he wants them to do for their business. He builds them from scratch. He's a really smart guy. Two cool cars. If I had to pick one as to which one was my favorite, you know, I really like the color purple, so I'd have to go with the Barracuda, but that would be the only reason why I would choose one over the other. They were both just super cool.
Super cool grill on that car. And, you know, the trick is a lot of people can take things apart. It's the getting them back together part that's tricky.
Absolutely.
And that guy did some awesome work.
Yeah.
He did.
Very cool. Very, very cool.
Just to get all the computer stuff to reconnect, you know, being a modern day engine
Yeah.
in a 1970 Cuda. These are things that shops can't do, and here Ron does it, you know, out of his own garage.
That's amazing because, I mean, it's let's call it what it is. It's really kind of a retro mod.
Yeah.
But the
Absolutely.
the amount of work that goes into that, and you look at the car, it's just it really turned out well.
Yeah, it's definitely a
Beautiful.
pride and joy.
Amazing.
For sure.
Yeah,
Amazing.
and then not to mention the Hellcat, which, I mean, I would say he just bought it, but, I mean, because anybody could just go and buy one if you had enough money. But
Not me.
he got to buy this for his birthday. His wife said, hey, your birthday's coming up, go buy yourself a Hellcat.
Wow. Hey, Kathy, you hear that?
So my other favorite thing about Ron that not everybody knows is a lot of times when you hear music in our videos,
That's right.
Ron actually played all the music, and he produces it, and he gives it to us and we add it to our video. So we are so thankful for Ron, who's such, I'm telling you, the guy is the mad genius. He could do anything.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, we proud to call Ron not only the mad genius, but he's our friend.
He's our buddy.
That's right. So thanks a lot, Ron.
Yeah. Thanks, Ron. I don't know you, but thank you.
So, unfortunately, the next car was a 1965 leMans.
I wonder who owned that.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of my car. It has steel bumpers. Absolutely the best part of the car.
Had to go there. My bumpers are steel behind the plastic.
That's true.
So, so here we are. We're at my car. Obviously, everybody knows about my car. I probably put more pictures of that up than anybody else does of their car. I'm proud of my car. I love what it does. Next year, I'm going to be changing out the engine and doing some different things to it. And that will be a new video.
It will be. Plus, you're getting some new tires, I hear. Or did you already get them?
No, I'm getting new tires. I bought some original Hurst rims.
Very cool.
At least Hurst style original rims, and it's going to look pretty cool. Putting some red lines on it, and I'm excited.
Yeah. I actually saw on the internet the other
Absolutely.
day
Awesome.
your car in the color that originally was, with a set of red lines on it. And it looks sharp. I can't wait to see it.
It does. It pops.
Yeah. My favorite part of your car is definitely the tri-power under the hood, but the color.
Wait, it has 3 carburetors?
Yeah, I know. It's hard to believe.
It's super cool setup.
I have a friend named Trips McGee. He knows about Trips.
Trips McGee. That's Clutch McGee's cousin.
He was supposed to be here, but you can't count on him for anything.
He's out dumpster diving.
Nah, he double clutched.
So let's get right past Levi's car. We're going to go right to Bob's Nova.
1966 Chevy 2.
Absolutely.
Super cool.
Do you remember what color it was?
It was red.
No,
It's orange.
orange. What color orange? Anybody remember? Starts with an H and ends in Ugger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hugger orange.
Listen, that's the color to have,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned.
Beautiful car. And Bob, very meticulous in what he does. I mean, that thing was as neat as a pin, inside and outside. And I can't remember, the day we were there filming him, he had just got finished with the exhaust.
Yeah, he just got done putting brand new exhaust on.
Yeah, and when he started it up for us in the video, which we'll show you, was the very first time he started the car up with the new exhaust.
Oh, nice.
That's right.
Yeah, so that was
So Bob is an old school car guy. Bob has multiple cars, which we'll talk about in a moment.
Yeah.
But his car's got a pretty good high-powered 327 in it with fuel injection.
Fuel injection, which is cool.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
They have a TPI in it.
Yeah. Nice wide tires in the back, beautiful rims.
Well, the stance on the car is perfect.
Yeah.
I thought.
Interior, perfect for the car. That nice black and orange, nice steering wheel, as you said earlier.
Yeah.
Beautiful dashboard.
Those are nice.
Yeah, it was definitely the car's a keeper. He even says in the video it's not for sale. So
No, why would it be?
don't even try.
No.
He says not for sale.
No.
That's right. So yeah, we love Bob's Nova. Our next video was Bob's Coupe, and Bob has 1934 Chevy Coupe. And
Who
what
doesn't
do you
like a 34 coupe? I mean, that's just the car to have, right?
Come on.
And two-tone black, flat and glossy.
I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
I really did.
My favorite part, I think, was the checkerboard firewall.
Yeah, you don't see that every day.
Totally a Motley Crue
Yes.
vintage checkerboard look.
Should be on a guitar.
Absolutely.
Two carburetors, 2 quad carburetors. Yeah, that was a beautiful car. Nice pinstriping. I can't remember something about the story of that pinstriping. Do you remember that?
Pinstriping was original, so that was put on. It was like, can't remember how many years it was, but it was very old.
Yeah,
That's super cool.
Yeah, and that car, just a real special car, and I know that he had it up for sale at one time, but I think that car is always up for sale, but it seems to never leave his garage. So
You know, that might be one of those things the wife says, hey, one of these has got to go. So you put it up for sale,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah,
just
yeah,
always
just make
falls
her
through. It never worked out. It didn't pan out on
Well, one thing I remember about Bob, not only being a cool guy, really soft-spoken, but we were on a Southside American Muscle car cruise, and somebody had some trouble with their car.
Yes.
And we were real close to Bob's house, and all it took was one phone call, and he dropped what he was doing. It was a voltage meter, right?
And he was there in under
In a
10
jiffy.
minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes
Pretty
Bob showed
impressive.
up. That's the best part of having that guy's phone number in my phone.
Yeah.
Not only is he's so experienced with car stuff because he's been doing it for probably, I'm going to guess it's probably been almost 60 years.
Yeah.
But there's nothing that he doesn't know about a car.
Not only that, but he almost immediately diagnosed the problem.
Actually, and he did tell me when he was walking back to his car what was wrong with the car. And nobody believed him, but it ended up being a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
Well, that's a true car guy.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Old school car guy. Man.
That's right. Those are the guys we love.
Love it.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Bob. We enjoyed both of your cars.
Ton of appreciation for our friend Bob.
That's right. All right, moving on. Randy. Oh, how could we forget Randy? This guy was probably the nicest guy that I ever met. Ex-firefighter. Again, another soft-spoken guy. He's just a gentleman. And I just remember the second I walked up and saw that 1969 Camaro in that paint job. It's like you could stick your finger in it and you pull out a bunch of wet
Looks
paint.
like liquid.
Liquid. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a 502 big block in it, that thing just screams. It's probably one of my favorite cars that I see at car shows.
But I like in the video where he says he's not worried too much about performance, but he's got a 502.
Right.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he wants to cruise in comfort with a lot of horsepower.
Yeah, that's
you know.
super awesome.
But it also has air conditioning, and he literally drives it to wherever he's got to drive it to. So
How cool is that?
he's at all the car shows around the area. He's been very supportive of after the smoke clears. He just bought a hoodie, a zip up hoodie from me last week, and I got to see him. It was, unfortunately we're not all out at car shows right now, getting cold outside. But it was great to see Randy, and what a great contributor he is to our channel, and we appreciate him more than you know. Randy's a great guy.
Well, I would say, I guess one of the best things that I liked about the video with Randy is, we were so new in doing After the Smoke Clears, and people were just starting to watch us. We were just starting to get a decent amount of subscribers and a decent amount of views, and then all of a sudden we hear this story from Randy. Do you remember the story I'm talking about?
I don't.
There's a guy in New York
Oh, yeah.
that somehow, some way stumbled across After the Smoke Clears YouTube channel, and he started watching, and here's this guy with a 1969 Camaro that says he lives in Plainfield, Illinois. So he picks up the phone and calls his buddy in Florida who used to live in Plainfield, and he goes, "Hey, you got to check this YouTube channel out. There's a guy on there that says he's from Plainfield, Illinois. I was just wondering if you know the guy." So that guy went onto our channel and looked and goes, "Yeah, that's my buddy Randy." And then he reached out to Randy and told Randy that his buddy in New York told him about that he was on YouTube. And now all three of them are subscribers to our channel.
How cool is that?
Yeah, that was really kind of like a real good boost for us to
For
know
sure.
that our channel was getting around. That was cool.
We're definitely reaching out across state lines, and believe it or not, we're going over oceans too. So
That's
we have
right.
some subscribers in a lot of different countries.
Yeah, 5
And,
different countries.
Yeah, and that's pretty cool.
I heard recently that Clutch McGee subscribed to your channel.
Clutch McGee did make it in. Yeah,
Listen,
that
Clutch
was-
McGee back something.
That's right, but you gotta, Clutch, it was a big effort for him to learn how to use
Well, he
YouTube.
probably subscribed from the library.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody had to help
I
him.
don't think he has Wi-Fi.
or from prison.
I think they have computers.
Do they have a prison library? I don't want to know if you know that or not.
Yeah. So, next, let's just keep talking about Randy, even though it's not in order. We also did Randy's 1923 T-Bucket.
Super cool.
Yeah, I like that one. It was the one that I thought was going to probably get the most critical comments of all of them because of the Chevy logo with the Ford
But you
emblem
know
in it.
why I think that it didn't get the criticism is a lot of people criticized that, but he owned it. He put the Chevy logo behind the Ford logo, and I thought that was cool. It got a chuckle out of me, you know.
I didn't say it wasn't cool. I thought it was cool. I just thought a lot of other people would be like, "Oh, who is this guy?"
But I think when they saw that, they realized, wow, you know, the guy owned it, you know.
So the really cool thing for me with the T-Bucket video is that is one of our top performing videos. We've got over 1,000 views. I think it's 1,100 views.
Yeah.
And that's doing really good. But T-Bucket people are T-Bucket people.
Oh, for sure.
And
How
I
cool is
shared
the
it.
trailer?
Oh yeah, the trailer is
That was
awesome.
custom made.
Yeah.
Absolutely. My favorite part of Randy's car is that once again, I see that man drive that car all the time.
How
so
cool is that, too?
if you don't see Randy in a Camaro, you see him out in his T-Bucket.
yeah.
And
Well, they've
as-
taken that T-Bucket on long trips.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like up into deep into Michigan.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
So
What's your favorite part of his T-Bucket? What does it remind you of?
Oh, I do like the soft tops on them because it kind of reminds me of the Munsters a little bit.
Absolutely.
yeah, it's a Herman Munster car, no
Yeah,
doubt.
for sure.
Yeah, and you know the funny part is that guy's probably about 6'3", so when you see him get out of his car, I'm gonna have to buy him a mask.
Yeah,
Wait a second.
He
And
could
he
be
takes that on long trips?
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
he does. Yeah,
yeah.
A
He
lot of
said
legroom in
he
those
said
cars.
it's not
Not
it's
only
not
that-
a super comfortable car,
I would think not.
but
But he gets more thumbs up driving that car than he does his Camaro, just
Well,
because of all the
you don't
kids. The
see
kids
it,
like
yeah,
it,
yeah,
and that's just the kind of guy that Randy is. You know, he'd probably do it just to get a kick for the kids.
I mean, isn't that what it's all about? Having people
Yeah, that's it, right?
finding something that you love, but then when other people give you a thumbs up or whatever,
That's right.
It's great.
I'm sure that never happens to you since you drive a Mustang.
It doesn't.
With
man.
plastic bumpers.
It doesn't.
That's right. You have real paint on your
Hey,
car
man.
instead of stripes, so that's kind of cool.
It's my body work being done right there.
Is it?
You guys are so easily distracted. Okay, next up is another guy that we did 2 videos for, Jeff. 2 Chevelles, both 1969, one red, one blue. The blue was a convertible. The red one he worked on when he was a kid.
That was cool.
Yeah.
With his friend John. Unfortunately, John has passed,
Passed
and
away.
Yeah.
you know he's moved on to bigger and better things than what we have.
Yeah.
But the amazing thing is that he was friends with them for a long, long time, and was able to purchase the car from John's sisters after John had passed, and
Keep his legacy going.
he's keeping it alive.
How cool is that?
Yeah,
I
and
like
that
the
thing
flip up.
is so
Remember
fast.
the front end flipped
Yeah.
up, and
Yeah.
you know that was all customized by John.
Yeah.
But the fact that he worked on it his whole life,
Yeah.
you know, as a kid, showing up
It's
at
what
the
he,
shop.
yeah, it's what he learned on him. He used to show up at this guy's shop and just, you know, like sweep the floor and
Yeah.
stuff and try to learn. And then he started getting involved and actually help him, you know, change things and learn about stuff. And that was on that car.
That was what was cool. Is hey, I'll do this for you if you sweep up the shop. No, he taught him,
That's right.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
Really cool. So
You know.
good for Jeff. Good for
What a
John.
tribute.
Yeah.
You know, now he's
Yeah.
got the car. Oh, look at there's Levi.
So my other favorite thing about Jeff is Jeff really wanted to buy an old Nova, and he went to a shop that sold cars on consignment. Walked into the shop to look at a Nova, and there was sitting a pretty awesome convertible '69 Chevelle, and he said, I saw the Chevelle and decided to buy it. He said I couldn't live without it, and that's got a 502 in it. The red car is more of a race car, quarter-mile car, and realistically the convertible could be too, but the convertible is more of a daily driver for him. He uses it like a golf cart. He literally throws his golf clubs in a trunk,
Goes
takes it
shopping
golfing.
with, gives his dog a ride. His
I
family.
did like the dog.
Yeah.
I also like the fact that he said, whenever you see me in this, I will be beating on it.
I drive it like I
stole
stole
it.
it.
Like
How
it's-
great is
so-
that?
Actually, that's where we got this saying from. I know it's an old saying, but that's where we adopted
Is it really?
It absolutely 100% is.
Very
Thanks
cool.
a lot, Jeff.
Yep. The other thing I'd like to say is good job on Jeff. Jeff he just celebrated 15 years of sobriety, and
Congratulations.
what a great guy, and his life is exactly where he wants it to be.
Yeah.
Good for you. That's
Traded
awesome.
all that bad crap for spinning tires and
Yeah.
Yep.
burning gas.
Having an awesome wife and an awesome family.
Yeah, and a great business too.
Absolutely.
That's what it's all about.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. It was a pleasure meeting you. All right, moving on. Oh, this guy, I love this guy. Jim and his 1962 Willys wagon. The sewing
Is it
machine
Willie
on wheels.
or is it Willis?
I don't know, is it Willie's or is it Will's? We had this problem, we had this discussion before.
I think it's like tomato.
Absolutely.
Beautiful car. The driving sewing machine, or the sewing machine that drives.
The only
Yep.
problem is you see so many of them on the road.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So I was at a local car show and walked past this thing, and I couldn't take my eyes off of it. Just so well done, so unique. Definitely something that you don't see every day.
For sure.
And,
how could you not stop and look at that?
Absolutely.
Because you don't see it.
Yep, the guy just did an awesome job on restoring it. That was pretty much a nuts and bolts restoration.
Yeah.
And he's very descriptive in his videos.
Oh,
Jim's super nice guy, very intelligent.
Yeah.
He really does a great job of anything that he touches. You know, I'm not going to go in order either. We also did. Oh, we can't do Porsches.
No, you can talk about the Porsches. It's
No.
not actually in this week. It's
Why don't
in
we
the-
just? We'll
He
just.
had
in the
kind of
following,
mad
but we
scientist
can-
vibe to him.
Oh, he is.
I think
Yeah,
that's
definitely
what I
mention.
got.
He's an engineer, so.
Oh, well,
He
then
was
he is
an
a mad
engineer.
scientist.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome,
So
awesome.
let's finish out his. Let's talk about his interior a little bit.
Yeah. And the underneath of that car. I remember running the camera underneath there and taking a look. I mean, that frame and the body.
Could eat off of it.
It was perfect. I mean, he really took his time, and like you said, nut and bolt restoration. That was a nut and bolt restoration, and he's very proud of what he did. And
Why wouldn't
I
he?
don't find a flaw in
No.
that car. You
No.
know, the wood bed in the back, just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
The interior. I got the privilege of taking a ride in that car.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it's very smooth, very quiet, and we went 2 miles to the park, and I can't tell you how many people honked a horn and waved at us.
See, that's what's cool.
Yeah,
You just don't see them. That's,
Yeah, it almost reminds me of one of those old safari cars where you were
It
watching.
does.
You know, to
It
see
does.
that thing if it was going out and you know, videotaping lions chasing zebras around. I could see
some
it.
shirt and
some
Jumanji
khaki
or
shorts,
something.
right? Yeah, exactly. Got your little
You gotta buy him one of those hats.
Jumanji hat. Yeah. And we actually did another video of his Porsche and with his friend, but that's not in this episode. That'll be in next episode, so we'll save that. But another beautiful car that
Yeah.
he restored. And did a
Thank you so much
wonderful job.
for doing such a great job. And once again, another guy who's pushed our channel
yeah.
and has put us on other channels or other you know, Facebook pages for people to see who we are.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jim. We appreciate
Great
your
guy.
support. And his nephew, Colin. He was a great help to us during filming and had a lot of
Colin's
good
a filmmaker.
ideas. Yeah,
Oh.
Colin's a filmmaker, yeah. For Netflix, actually.
Really?
Yeah, so,
Good guy to know.
yeah, I hope his career has, you know, taken a couple steps forward since we've talked to him, but that's where he was headed, and he was a great help to us. Couple good guys. All right, Levi, we're moving on.
I'm gonna let you take the next one because I wasn't there.
Oh, that's right. You weren't there for this one. The Camaro Club annual picnic. The Illinois Camaro Club was so nice to invite after the smoke clears to their yearly picnic, and it was a privilege for us to go. Unfortunately, Levi couldn't make it, but me and my son Connor went, and we made sure that we got every single Camaro that was there on film. We even got a chance to interview a couple people. And I got to tell you, that really has made a lot of difference because we know those people now. They know us. We talk to them at car shows. We see their cool cars. And that was just a privilege to be there. It was a privilege to be invited. And, you know, thanks for the recognition. And we hope that we did you guys proud by the video that we did for you.
I'm sure you did. It was a cool video.
Yeah, definitely. All right, moving on. So, Levi, I'm going to let you do this one, but I'm going to let everybody know that out of all of our 28 videos, and that's not including the car cruise videos, the car guy interviews, 28 of them, this is our #1 viewed video.
Well, that's simple because the 1957 Chevy is probably one of the most iconic cars ever built.
Try 5.
And our next one is Todd Beaderman.
Yeah.
And Tom had 1957 210, you know, they call it a post car. And it is called a Street Beast. And it is like it's almost like a 4x4, you know, race car.
Yeah.
It's got a big block, once again, a big block. It's got a huge tunnel ram on it with dual quads. He did all of the work to it. Tom is one of my favorite people.
He's a character.
He's a character. He's really probably one of the most laid back guys that you can meet.
Yeah.
But he knows how to, he's a silent but deadly type. He'll sneak in something on you that you won't expect.
Yeah.
But him and Cindy got to go out there and talk with them and look at all of their cars. They've got a whole bunch of 57 Chevys.
They got more than one person names.
Yeah. So my favorite thing about that car is I love the paint job. I love that it's been the World of Wheels and Chevy Vet Fest and all these different shows, and the guy always walks away with some kind of a number one.
Yeah.
That first place.
And not to mention his shrines that he has in his garage and in his house. Remember all of the toy cars? He has every single toy 57 Chevy that was made. I mean,
Wow.
thousands of them. It was unbelievable at the end. It was really a sight to see.
Yeah, it takes up so much space that we could almost make a 20-minute video on just videotaping his memorabilia.
Isn't it right?
Wow.
But Tom's got a great garage out there where he lives, and he does all of his own work there. He's in the midst of putting together a car for City right now. They just got done painting it.
Yeah.
And he promised City that he would paint a car for her the color that she wanted to be.
Yep.
And
Have it done by spring.
That's right. And I'll tell you what, the guy's on track.
That's
Actually,
right,
it's
yeah.
probably going to be done a little early.
Yeah.
But
And that's actually, no, I'm sorry, it's not actually our next video, but it's a video after that, so might as well just cover it. Now we did a video on Cindy, when her favorite car was the Nomad, which is a beautiful car. But now I think her favorite car is going to be the car that Tom bought for her.
that's right.
She gets to say what color it is. She gets to say everything that goes into it. And we've seen the progress. We should probably actually stop by there and see how far they've come and get that on video. But I know.
So yeah, I love that seafoam green Nomad.
Yeah.
It's such a classic looking car. It's got that cool cream top. Once again, another car that Tom painted. Used to be that kind of blue color that the car is for Cindy now, and Tom decided to paint it a seafoam green, and it's probably once again another one of those favorite cars. He goes on all the cruises with us,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and
That is a color that really works on that car.
it
though.
does, man. That car is beautiful.
All right, so the last guy we're going to talk about is Jim. Jim with the pace car.
So Jim has a 1970 Z28. It's a 70.5 Z28. And we went out to videotape Jim's 1970.5 Z28, which was down and wasn't able to be videoed.
Yeah.
So he brought out
His 84 Chevy or Z28 pace car.
absolutely.
Indy pace car, beautiful car.
Yep. All original.
All original.
As you want to keep a pace car, you don't want to change anything out.
He loves that car, and you could tell it.
He showed up to his
dressed for
house.
the
He was
occasion.
wearing his shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? Jim has been probably, I'm going to say he's probably our number one supporter at this time. He likes every video that we put up on Facebook. He views every video that we post on YouTube. He makes a comment. I get a message that he shares it every week. He's been a very, very big advocate of ours. And so for that reason, not only do we love his cars, but we love him for all his support. Thank you a lot, Jim. We really appreciate you. Ex-cop. I think he works in a school now, which, well, I don't think really anybody works in a school now, but his current job is with the school. But Jim Caliendo. Thank you, Jim.
Caliendo.
Awesome guy.
It's fun to say.
So hopefully we'll get Jim to get his 70.5 Camaro out, and we'll be able to videotape that next year.
Love to see it. It's a good year.
It's a great car.
All right, so let's talk about next week, and then we'll wrap this up. Next week, we're going to really kind of do the same thing, what we're doing now, except for we're going to talk about the other half.
That's right. So we've got a full year ahead of us, but we're going to go ahead and get rid of these last half of our 6 months. We'll go ahead and do those next week.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about some of our merchandise and things like that.
Yeah.
Keep on reaching out to us for merchandise. as you can see, we have plenty of different kinds of shirts. That's not our hat, and that's not hair.
Hey,
Yeah, we can. There can only be too much of this.
they resemble their remark.
So does Mark. Next week we're going to talk about the last half of that 6 months and how many cars we've done. And we did a lot of great cars the last half.
For sure.
And we've definitely gotten more comfortable at what we're doing every day.
Yep.
Mark and I have been reaching out to a lot of different people. We've done some traveling to go do some videos. And those are all going to be in our last 3 months of videos. So
It shows on your videos too. It's kind of nice to watch the development, you know.
yeah,
progression.
right.
Yeah,
Sound like
for
a
sure.
robot in my video.
Yeah. Hi. No,
that
it
was fun.
is. It's nice to see. You
Yeah.
guys have definitely found your
Our
your
niche.
groove. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
And we're having a lot of fun doing it.
Yep.
So-
Get to meet a lot of really cool people. And the thing for me is we're getting Facebook pages together, different groups, and really kind of joining people together. And this is a great way to network. And that's what I always wanted out of this, is a
That's
way
right.
for us to be able to network.
And connect people, car guys together.
You know, that's how we found Chris. I found Chris on a Facebook page, and I couldn't see any other way to do this without bringing the Facebook pages that I belong to and we belong to together, and create more of a bigger family, because that's what this all is.
But how great is the fact that all these people, I mean, even from our page or other pages, especially because you kind of network them together, how many great people you've met, and it's
That's
so
right.
weird. People that I talk to on a regular basis now, I didn't talk to a couple of years ago.
Absolutely.
You know? So that's the greatest thing, I think. You know, taking the cars out, that's awesome. Having people that you find with common interests,
That's right.
that's fun. But
Yeah, and
the
how these-
friendships.
That's right, and how these friendships and these people, they touch your life, whether you want them to or not, in some small
Yeah.
way or some big way. I mean, the amount of people that I've met that I've become friends with just because of this channel,
It's cool.
yeah, it is. It's really very cool.
Yeah.
And to see all the cool cars, yeah, that's all great. I got to tell you, one of the most rewarding things for me was the over 100 cars that we got to come to our car show.
that
I mean,
was
it was
cool.
our first year with the car show. We got over 100 cars, 100 people to come out and support
It's
us.
very impressive turnout for you.
Yeah, and at the end of the year, for that, people were putting their
It was
cars in
cold.
the garage.
It was
right?
cold, yeah.
Yeah, we had a beautiful day that day, though.
We
So
did. But
thank
you know,
to
when
everybody that came out.
end of the year, for an end of the year first time show, where most people have their cars away,
Yeah.
that was a great turnout.
Yeah, it was
Absolutely.
fun with the trophies.
The weather ended up being
trophies-
super nice.
Now listen, I hope you guys continue to do that, because the trophies, my wife got such a kick, so did I. It was so funny because, everybody always knows who's gonna get the trophy, but,
Yeah.
so when you line up there, I mean, deep down inside, yeah, maybe you want a trophy, but you always know who's gonna get the trophy, but
Yeah.
those trophies were fantastic.
Yeah.
And the
not-
people that got a trophy probably don't get trophies normally at a car show.
No, and I think maybe there was maybe one or
A
two
couple.
people that were a little upset, but I thought it was,
Well, I'd like
In
to
good
meet
fun.
those people that were upset, because the whole point of the whole thing was just to get somebody to smile and to have
well,
fun.
it worked.
Yeah.
I got a
So,
kick out of that.
yeah, whoever that was, you come talk to me. I'd like to sit down and explain things to you. I was Kathy.
No, I'm just kidding. No, she got a kick out of it.
Yeah, that was a good day. And that video is up on our channel. We actually have a contest on that video. It's our push to 1,000. We are giving away a huge prize package. It's a bunch of After the Smoke Clears merchandise. If I was to sit here and try to remember everything that we're giving away, I probably couldn't do it. But it says so in that video. I'm actually going to put a link to that right above my head. Click on that video. If you are not a subscriber, click subscribe, and then go down below that video and make any comment. And that is your entry ticket into our contest.
Yeah.
Okay? Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, which we're getting close, we're only at like 343 right now. We've picked up probably maybe 50 subscribers since we originally posted this. And then I think the thing's been viewed like 300 times, and only 25 people left a comment. Listen, maybe you don't understand. Watch the video, subscribe, leave a comment, and then you're entered into our contest. You can win over $100 worth of After the Smoke Clears merchandise.
It really is that easy. I mean, a lot of people hear subscribe, they think, oh, it's going to cost something. It doesn't cost anything. You hit subscribe,
It's
and
free.
you're done.
You're done.
And then you can comment.
Right, and if you're already a subscriber like Chris is, he can still enter. All you got to do is then go down and leave a comment. See, the point is to pick up subscribers, and then if you leave a comment, we use a auto comment generator thing that's available online that like mixes up all the comments and it picks out a winner, so it's all fair and square. That's the only reason why we're asking you to leave a comment, is so that you can be entered into it. So
And it's great stuff.
that's right, and it's quality stuff. It's not cheap crap.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So please enter, please subscribe. Thank you for watching. We really enjoy your support, and make sure you tune in next week, where we are going to try real hard to have another special guest. I have somebody in mind. I don't want to say his name out loud because he might not be able to make it, but we'll see if we can get him in here. If not, we'll have somebody. For anything, we'll throw my wife in here or something.
Well, I had a blast being here.
Well, we really enjoyed you being here.
I'm going to have to fight the people on my way out of here.
Everybody lining up. Well, Chris, we
Crowd
really,
control.
Crowd control.
We have crowd control.
Yeah, Chris, we appreciate you. We appreciate your friendship. We appreciate your support. Thanks for coming out. It was kind of neat spending the afternoon with you.
Oh, for sure.
And we'll have you on here again.
That's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.